Hi everybody, and welcome to The Harvest, a place where we discuss anything and everything related to money and success. My name is Nontlantla, and thanks for coming over. Today we'll be taking a look at the David and Goliath legal battle between Vodacom and Nkosana Makate. This legal battle has been dragging on for over 20 years. I would like to commend Nkosana Makate for his tenacity and knowledge of his own worth. This Monday, on the 8th of February 2022, the High Court ruled that the Vodacom Please Call Me inventor, Nkosana Makate, is entitled to 5% of the total revenues generated from the microtest service from March 2001 to March 2021. Not only that, the High Court in Pretoria also ordered that Makate is entitled to 27% of the revenues generated by the return of calls sent through this Please Call Me platform. Vodacom intends to appeal the judgment as expected. However, this is a win for the small person. Let me give you some details pertaining to this case. The Please Call Me feature was launched in February 2001. The feature allowed Vodacom subscribers to send Please Call Me text messages free of charge to another user of the same network. This prompted the receiver to call immediately. However, I don't believe this feature was only limited to this. People came up with creative ways to use it as well. Remember the "Please call me, I'm outside," or "Please call me, I loved you." The lovers of that time know exactly what I'm talking about. Makate came up with this idea when he was a young trainee accountant at Vodacom. More than 20 years ago, he had a long-distance relationship with his now wife, who was a student at the time. As communication was difficult at the time, he came up with this invention. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks to all my subscribers. After various attempts to negotiate compensation, which proved to be futile, he later turned to the courts. Vodacom offered 7 million rands and thought this was quite generous according to them. However, the Makate camp wanted that 47 million to be replaced by at least nearly 10 billion without interest. They felt that this was fair, considering that Vodacom had made a lot of money from the feature, about 70 billion rands in revenue. We actually expected that Vodacom was going to appeal the judgment, of course. Big companies love using these long, drawn-out legal battles as a way to mentally and financially tax their opponents. More than often, these people that they are going against don't have the resources that these big companies have, so they either take a settlement or just don't bother at all. His most recent legal battles with Vodacom include the following. On the 3rd of July, the year 2000, Judge Collivan ordered that the cell phone giant should furnish Makate's legal team with key documents that include contracts which Vodacom entered into with other providers. In April 2016, Makate also won a ruling after the Constitutional Court overturned the South Gauteng High Court decision to dismiss Makate's case in 2014. On the 1st of July 2014, the High Court dismissed the civil case against Vodacom, meaning Makate lost this one. Vodacom argued that they have the rights to everything produced by its employees, while Makate disputed that his idea fell out of the normal duties at Vodacom since he was a trainee accountant, and he also had a verbal contract with the boss of the time that he will be compensated. This whole fiasco got me thinking. Let me pose a question to you. Wherever you are working at right now, if you were to develop an idea that was to generate money for the company, do you think that you will be sufficiently compensated? On my side, the answer is no. For anyone that comes up with an idea that actually saves the business a lot of money, what you get out of that is 300 rands. 300 rands for ideas that actually you can see visible change within the organization. ideas that you can actually see that the company generated money from, you get 300 rands. And it's become mandatory for you to come up with innovative ideas, since coming up with innovative idea affects your overall rating of your performance for the year. Meaning this can greatly affect things like increases. So they have a checklist and they look at the number of ideas that you came up with during the year. If you don't have that, it lowers the your rating. So it's actually mandatory for you to come up with ideas. Then there are those companies that pay their employees very well for the ideas that they give to the company, as well as they get promotions and other benefits as well. And that is it from me, guys. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Have a fabulous day and goodbye.